The only thing that makes this better for me right now is some sweet cream butter. We don't use margarine in this house. It's just gross. So the first 6 months that we lived at our homestead, this was actually how we washed clothes. I had an aircraft cable strung between a power pole and a tree on some eye bolts, and then I painted the crap out of it with white spray paint, like enamel, and then we washed our clothes on it out of a barrel. Wash them in a barrel, hang them up on the steel cable, and blast them down with the hose to rinse them, and let the wind dry them. So for 6 months at our homestead, we didn't have a washer or dryer. Hey everybody, it's Matt with Focaccia Homestead. We are going into Harbor Freight, and I'm going into Harbor Freight because Harbor Freight has very nice wheels at a very nice price. So we're going to go into Harbor Freight, get a few more wheels. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Alright, I'm at Harbor Freight. I left without my coupon, but I'm getting wheels. These wheels are $6, so even without the coupon, I'm still doing okay. These are very nice. I put these on another chicken tractor, and I just put a washer in here. I ground a washer down to fit in there, which was a 7/16. Then I used a 1/2-inch washer on the back, which I rode on this bearing. Ran a lag screw through it and mounted it on. So I wanted to get some more. Harbor Freight for us is 35 minutes away. This store they just put in, the one before that was 50 minutes away. So while we're here, we're going to get some wheels. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Okay, tarps. Let's talk about tarps. The biggest tarp they sell is a 28. There's a 28 by 59, and there's a 29 by 49. That's $90, and that's 4 mil. So that's basically like contractor's plastic thick. The thing about tarps is tarps are woven, where contractor's plastic is not. These are 4 mil. That's the same thing as contractor's plastic. That's $4. 7'4" by 9'6". You can move over to the 9 mil. 5'6" by 7'6", still $4, and that is 9 mil. Again, tarps are woven, so if you can get them economically, tarps are fantastic versus plastic. This brings back, I have used tons and tons and tons of aircraft cable for different things. We haul brush with it. It's easy to make a choker out of aircraft cable. The first 6 months that we lived at our homestead, this was actually how we washed clothes. I had an aircraft cable strung between a power pole and a tree on some eye bolts, and then I painted the crap out of it with white spray paint, like enamel, and then we washed our clothes on it out of a barrel. Wash them in a barrel, hang them up on the steel cable, and blast them down with the hose to rinse them, and let the wind dry them. So for 6 months at our homestead, we didn't have a washer or dryer and steel cable, and that steel cable is still up. Oh, it's no longer in use for that purpose, but it does get used for all kinds of things, like washing out the mud mats that you put in front of the doors and stuff. It's extremely useful. I don't need any more of it right now, but at $20 for 50 foot, we are going to get some later because we'll have to build a trellising setup in the Caterpillar tunnel. I might do that with, I don't know if I'm going to do that with steel cable or if I'm going to do that another way. Okay, leaving Harbor Freight, $30. 2 nice wheels, you can't see them, here they go. 2 nice wheels. 2 9 mil tarps, 5x7. It'll be big enough to make machinery doors for the Caterpillar tunnel. And another way to protect chickens when it gets cold. I've got the littlest birds have moving blanket on them. The next littlest birds will now get a moving blanket, and the big birds I'm not too concerned about. Good evening, everybody. This is Matt with the Low Cash Homestead, and it has been a cold and wet and just dreary, nasty day. My stovetop's a little dirty. I've been using it. So we did a lot of baking. Today we baked a pineapple upside down cake. We made a confetti cake. I made this, I'm not sure how to say it. It's focaccia? Focaccia? I don't know. It's an Italian bread. It's very delicious, and I make this in iron skillets. That's just the way I like to bake it. I like to bake it in the oven. So we're gonna cut this up. We're gonna have this with dinner, and we're just having some raviolis with chili, and this focaccia, or I'm not sure how to say it exactly. But I didn't get any footage while I was cooking the bread. Things were just too busy with it being cold and wet and nasty, and all the kids being home and everything like that. It's just been a very, very busy day, so I didn't get any footage while I was baking it. But man, God, it smells fantastic. And then I just used my fingers to dimple it, coat it in olive oil. We put black pepper, some minced onion. Good, you got a fork. Thank you very much. Some minced onion and a couple.
I can't find your other fork.
Oh, it's okay, sweet baby. We'll deal with that in a little bit. And then spice blend on the top. And in this case, we used the original Mrs. Dash because I wasn't going anywhere to get fresh herbs. We are going to share because Dave's going to cut it up. We're going to eat it with dinner.
We're going to share
the raviolis and chili. Yes, we're going to share those too. Okay, this is Matt with the Low Cash Homestead. We're getting
the fork.
Yeah, yes.
We got past it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I know, honey. I know how to share dinner. I did the cooking. So anyway, this is Matt with the Low Cash Homestead. You guys have a good night, and I'm going to get down on some of this bread. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just taste testing it to make sure it turned out hot dog. That's good. This is what I call a half wheat. Meaning, it's still hot. I got a whole oven mitt. Wow. Oh, we got some spices in there now. My son's dying. Sure, go ahead, have a piece. Pry it out with a knife. I recommend you pry it out with a knife because it's hot. This is what I call half wheat. Yes, the bread's done. Which means, yeah, we're going to have dinner in just a second, guys. Which means that half the flour is whole wheat flour. I don't like using full whole wheat for a lot of different things. It just makes it too grainy for my taste. But this is fantastic. What do you think, Dee? Is it good?
Uh-huh.
Okay, you don't have to wave your hands in front of the camera. Just say yes or no. Do you like it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Dad, will you put me a piece?
Good for you. Munch on often.
Very good. It's fantastic. It's Matt with Low Cash Homestead, and that's one of the things we did on a cold, wet, rainy day. Thank you very much.
Have a good day.
Exactly. Have a good day.
Have a good day.
Anybody else?
Have a good day.
All right. All right. Good night, everybody. We're going to get down on this bread.
Eat the bread.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. Matt with the Low Cash Homestead. We're doing a couple little maintenance items on the chicken tractors. One of the things I'm doing is I'm adding these nice wheels here. These are some 10 by 3.5 by 4. So I got these at Harbor Freight for $4, $6, something like that. These are really nice pneumatic wheels. I filled them up with my air compressor. But this is what I love about this kind of chicken tractor design here is that it's round. I can easily roll it over to do just about whatever I want. Let the birds go free. And then when it's time for them to get back in there, I'll throw those little food on the ground and they'll come running. So we're doing some general maintenance in the greenhouse. We've tore down the rest of the stuff that has died. They were over here eating yellow pear tomatoes off the ground just a second ago. And so we're going to do that. We're also going to run drip tape. I'm going to run a power line across this back. I think in permanency, I'm going to do it probably in 14.2. 14 will handle about 15 amps. I don't see that there's too much I'm going to run in here that's going to use that much power. But you can get a roll of 14.2 for about 40 bucks for 250 feet, which would allow me to run plenty of stuff in here. But I am going to stretch up a temporary line so that we can keep the aquaponics running on schedule versus me having to come out here and plug it in all the time. And with as busy as I get, sometimes I forget to do that. Okay, I'll talk to you more later as the day progresses. It's Matt with Low Cash Homestead. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Hey, Matt with Low Cash Homestead. I actually got to open the side vents in here today. It's pretty freaking hot in here. So I can get a good shot there. It's about 82, 84, about 84 degrees in here. And I came in here in a sweatshirt because it's reasonable outside. Just, you know, sweatshirt weather, but it's cooking in here, man. And then inside there, it was almost unbearable to go inside there where I have the tropicals. Inside the cheapo greenhouse, which is set up inside the NRCS greenhouse. Because I have my tropicals in there. It was almost unbearable to go in there earlier. Okay, I'll show you more as the day goes on. Thanks. Have a good day. Hey everybody, our little aquaponics thing little aquaponics system is running. We have the power line ran. This is temporary until I get some Romax to go in here. We have our timer controls set. We opened up one side of the greenhouse. We have the wheels on the tractors. We fed all the animals and watered them all. We got some other things to do. I'll show you that later on in the day. I'll show you more as we get through the day. Matt with Low Cash Homestead. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Hey everybody, Matt with Low Cash Homestead. One of the things that we're doing is we're working on our caterpillar tunnel. We got all the bows basically pre-assembled. This little keeper that allows you to adjust the plastic up and down for venting or access or whatever. We got the Pro Kit, so we've got this little lift section which screws on. So I have to put all these little things on first. I'm putting them on the ones with the bows. Or excuse me, not the bows, but with the cross braces. So I basically have to slip them on, and then you just take a Tech screw and screw it an inch down or an inch up, because with these, everything is swagged in the same direction. So one you'll have a swag facing down, and then the other, the swag will be up, which would then go into the bow. So that's one of the things we're doing here. Today we also have a string line set, and although the ground is plowed a little crooked, that string line is set in line with the grow span high tunnel down there. So we're putting these together. I've got them all put together actually. I'm just putting the extension kits and the plastic holders on. And I'll let you know more. This is Matt with Low Cash Homestead. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Hey everybody, Matt with Low Cash Homestead. Okay, so we got all of our bows done. We got our little clamps, spring clips that hold our plastic on. We got our extension kits put on. Everything's screwed together. All the cross braces are lined out like they should be. We have our string lines put up, going this direction and this direction. Now this is just to give me width. I don't actually have this corner squared yet. Once we do that, and that's something that I need 2 additional people to do. So when my sons get home, I will probably have them help me with that. And then we'll have to drive our rebar. We put all of our plates and carabiner clips together just for the hell of it. So that's where we are with the Gothic tunnel. That's as far as I can go without a hand to get this corner squared. Once that corner is squared, then I can run a tape out and add my other peg and run my tape between the 2 pegs. Once we get everything squared, and we can run this line in and drive rebar over there. But I just need, takes 3 people to do this the old-fashioned way, I guess. This is Matt with Low Cash Homestead. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Yeah, get something to stand on. Don't climb the drawer handles. We got this giant box. This is our adapter for... Yeah, help me open that, will you? Open that up for me, please. This is the adapter for our leaf vac. We were using just like a mower chute for a bagger that I had, but it never exactly fit right, and it would want to kind of get pulled in and get ground up by the blade. So we got this as the AgriFab adapter. I have to cut it myself to make it fit the deck. That just came in today. Here's a giant piece of paper that was in the box, and there's a cat litter box. But here's a giant piece of paper that was in the box, and there's some crayons over there. So that seemed to work out well. We got some popcorn going in the microwave, and okay. All right, well, there went our popcorn. We got several bags of popcorn to make, I think. Yes, it's hot. That's exactly right. Let's put it in the giant bowl to cool down a little bit, and then we'll start another bag. Oh, yeah, we're going to let that... Daddy will empty that giant popcorn in just a minute. Hey, everybody, it's Matt with the Low Cash Homestead. Let me show you what we're doing today. So today, we're working on leaves again with our mulch maker / compost creator. Behind me here are the leaves we've done today. We are covering the secondary garden. There's our high tunnel, which is our primary garden. This is our secondary garden. We're covering this, and then we're going to probably throw a 10-10-10 in here to help accelerate decomposition over winter. It is starting to drizzle. We got a little bit of a break in the gray November, but not too much. The last couple of days, last 2 days were nice and bright and shiny and decent, and we're back to gray November. But that's what we're doing today. We are using our tractor and our mulch maker, and we did get and do have it installed. This is the universal AgriFab boot. You have to cut the section yourself. That can be a little tricky. Basically, you kind of scribe it in. And of course, my chute has a very weird shape to it, so I wasn't able to get it exactly perfect. And then rather than using the docking plate and everything, which actually wouldn't even work on my model, I just punched a couple of little holes through it and tied it on with some ceiling grid wire. That is not baling wire. It's much stronger than baling wire, although that's the grid wire that you would get from like Home Depot. I think it's a 16 gauge, whereas if you were to go to a acoustic supply place or a drywall place, you would be able to get 12 gauge and 10 gauge grid wire, but that's, you know, a bit overkill for what I use it for. As Matt with the Low Cash Homestead. Today we're making mulch and creating compost. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Hey everybody, Matt with the Low Cash Homestead. So it is raining just enough to make the leaves get clogged up in the chute on the mulch maker. So we're going to have to stop for today. But I do have something else that I can do pretty quickly in the rain. Then we're going to throw out some grass seed. Okay, so I just got a little hand seeder. And one of the reasons I'm using a hand seeder is because, one, it's already raining, and two, this Missouri clay, well, it gets slicker than greased cow-ish when it gets wet. So the tractor, you can see down there, there's some tire marks where I accidentally tore up the grass because the tractor got stuck. And it wasn't raining at the time. It was just still pretty wet. That grass down there is kind of thin. And so I'm just going to take this little hand seeder. I'm using a hand seeder. You just crank it and it throws the seed. And I'm going to do that because, like I said, this Missouri red clay is slicker than greased cow-ish once it gets wet. I'm out with Low Cash Homestead. I'm going to throw some seed out there. You guys have a good day. Oh, by the way, this is Scott's thicker lawn. I have it in a bucket because I opened a bag. It comes in a resealable bag, although the zipper broke. Yay, right? Okay, I'm going to do this real quick before it gets too heavy. Thanks. Have a good day.
It's time for Animaniacs, and we're zany to the max. So just sit back and relax, you'll laugh till you collapse. We're Animaniacs.
Daddy's sister, Daddy's buddy.
You know, I introduced you guys to this cartoon, and at some moment, in every part of my day, somebody's singing this song. This is a great cartoon. Very much.
Have a good day.
Exactly. Have a good day.
Have a good day.
Anybody else?
Have a good day.
All right. All right. Good night, everybody. We're going to get down on this bread.
Eat the bread.
Yeah.